Alright, so, Simon kicked the bucket.
Mm-hmm.
And, we're gonna see the second half of the fishing hamlet.
I was never really clear on whether Simon was alive in the first place, because if this is the hunter's nightmare, then it's like hell, and if you're in hell, you're dead, so...
What it is, I think, is some of the hunters go here when they die, and they're overcome with bloodlust, but aren't beasts yet. While some also go here just through sleep.
I mean, you entered there because you weren't really enraged. I feel like some hunters end up here because they're a little curious.
Simon seemed like one of the ones who was curious.
So how about that bell?
Oh no, is that the soundless death bell?
Yeah, it's clearly making a sound, so it's definitely not the soundless bell.
But if you can hear the bell, then you're gonna die. Look at that wiggly bridge. Look at that wiggly bridge.
I was so sure he was about to fall off.
Look at that wiggle effect. It's hilarious.
He's got a...
What is this, a Dreamcast? That's great. That looks good. No, it's fine. Ship it.
It was a good opening hit.
That's probably what real wiggly bridges look in real life. If I was ever on a bridge that was about to collapse, I'd be like, what is this, a Dreamcast? Before I die.
So this is a named special hunter NPC,
Yes.
huh?
Well, you dealt with that guy much better than I could.
It's got a rad weapon, like a sea urchin on a stick.
So, by the fact that he only dropped one piece of his armor, I'm assuming he's coming back.
Well, you'll find out now, won't you?
Simon was just talking about a guy who would pursue you endlessly.
You'll find out, won't you?
Uh-huh.
This does not bode well for you as a GM, I gotta say.
That guy's got a really long staff.
Yeah, as it turns out, it
Woo!
can rain thunderbolts on you.
I think they're called light oracles.
So this place... We're not going here just yet.
Ugh! I'm so mad, I'm not gonna play in your game. I changed my mind. I'll start my own game, and it'll be called Everything Makes Sense and is clearly explained from the beginning. But it's still good. I'm not gonna do my own LP, though. You can't trick me.
Yes,
I won't be
LP
fooled.
Bloodborne for me. Despite the fact that actually all the videos have been recorded.
Oh shit! I know what these wolffish should be called.
Oh no. What?
They're piranha pets.
God.
Because they're like piranhas, but they're little hunting dogs.
They also screech at you for some reason.
Well, obviously.
I mean,
What other
they're in a
sound do
feeding
fish
frenzy.
make? Didn't you know that? Fish are constantly screaming. You just can't hear because they're underwater.
That actually reminds me, I think it was, Drackle was sharing an article that scientists now believe that dinosaurs did not roar, but quacked.
Yeah,
Yeah, because they're birds.
Right.
They're just dinosaurs were nerds this whole time, y'all. I'm sorry.
Like,
I
oh,
don't know why you would think that anything that was the dominant life form on planet Earth would be cool.
I mean,
yeah,
look
at humans.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, we're a bunch of fucking nerds, so I don't know
Fair.
what, like... Oh, you can just roll through those and
Yeah,
they don't explode.
They need fire.
It's kind of funny because last week I went to an aquarium and sea life is weird.
Oh yeah. It's
super weird.
It has no reason to follow any sort of rules that we understand up here on land.
Why do you think this DLC has so much to do with the water? It's
Yeah.
because the sea is freaking weird and scary.
Just there was that one display where there was just a aquarium with a giant crab, and the crab was leaning against the glass, so you could see under the crab all the claws and the mouths and the teeth and this. There were a lot of fish that had like multiple rows of teeth, and apparently those teeth like grow like a conveyor belt, and when a row just falls off, there's another one that grows behind.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Which is why some fish just have so many rows of teeth.
Well, that's what happens if, you know, the way you eat means that your teeth fall out a lot. You gotta always have more.
Yeah, that's what I do.
I mean, we have 2 sets of teeth.
I just wanted to point out how he activated his weapon by plunging it inside him.
That's fine. We've seen that, right?
Maria did that.
And
Bleak Soul did that.
Put on the dress.
Put on the dress. I vote for dress as
too
well.
late.
Oh, well, you've already recorded everything, right? So there's no more dress.
So that's
Dang.
a cleric beast hide
Yeah, and we're wearing it.
armor. Uh-huh.
Oh, that is tacky. Oh,
Yeah.
Kevin, no.
It's ragged.
That's
you look
not
like
a good look.
you look like you're ready to like hide in the forest and wait for Solid Snake
Yeah.
But
or
yeah,
Naked
no,
Snake, I guess.
That is the fur/skin of a cleric beast attached onto the foreign set, which is the armor set we started out wearing.
Mhm.
Meanwhile, these jerks are just raining lightning on me.
As you do.
Well, you're made of steel wool, so...
This seems like a bad idea.
It's fine.
Whoa! That was good timing, that one.
It's fine. Everything's
For once,
fine.
you fall into a trap and don't accidentally set it off on yourself.
And I don't get owned. I know, it's a
Yeah.
shock.
I can see this is a trap, but
And I'm going to activate it, but I'm not going to get owned.
I'm not owned. I'm not owned. I scream.
It's a Christmas miracle. However,
Oh, so this is Kevin's
Christmas costume.
going as a sheep.
He's going as a murderous jackass, actually, but
Ah, yes, his ancestor, Bleak Soul.
For a second there, I thought I heard a violin. But oh my.
Recording the Foley for these Murlocs must have been a thing.
recording the Foley for this entire game must have been a thing.
Just a guy gargling into a microphone.
That dude about to get up.
That looks like volcanic rock. Through
Yeah.
that particular wall.
Alright, so guess what? We're actually
Sky?
going this way.
Ah, finally. Into the mines. The fish mines.
Well, I don't know if there's so much mines, but it's definitely like dilapidated and crap. And we're definitely going down.
That is a good segue into some more backstory of Shadow over Innsmouth. You see, in talking with a drunken old man who lived on the outskirts of town, our narrator and main character learned that the town was run by a man named Silius Marsh. And they were a fishing village, and They were average place, but there was a place that they tended not to go to, called Devil's Reef. But one day they did go out there, and they found things. Fake to black.
That's very dramatic.
That's where the credit mid-crawl would be. We have one of the bumpers.
Yeah, the intro, and then it cuts to the title of the movie.
Bloodborne!
Resurgence. Man, there's a lot of dead fish.
Yeah.
Look at all the fish that someone could be eating.
So, the things that they found. They eventually set up a trade deal with them. You see, they wanted women
Oh.
Well,
to have sex with. In exchange, they offered them gold.
That...
okay, but were they monsters or just regular human beings?
They were monsters.
I'm not okay with that exchange.
Yeah,
Is this where it comes from that the Cthulhu's want to have babies?
possibly.
That whole idea?
What?
But they're like, let's do this in a way that isn't rapey.
Well, what happened is that over time, due to just mere contact with these creatures, is that the regular citizens started to exhibit fish-like qualities. Their skin became pale, their eyes became dark and lidless, and they started growing gills. Eventually, if they
Whoa.
became...
So what you're saying is, like, actually what happened is everybody wanted to fuck the fish
Yeah.
people. They were like, hell yeah, let me get in on
To
that!
interrupt you, these guys might look familiar.
Yeah, it's the
Yeah, it's the
scales.
Shellmon
Yeah, they're the ones
that fell from the sky.
that dropped from the sky, yeah. And as we can see, well, Yarnum is below here.
Mm.
I can't really see it.
Well,
throughout the
okay,
fish.
not...
But we did see it underneath the waves. So these things are falling from the dream down?
We're still in the dream.
Are these fish or are they those head tentacles?
That is a good question.
Because they look, the more that I look at them, the less they look like fish. and the more they
Yeah.
look like those tentacles that come out your head. Phantasms. Yeah.
One thing I kind of wanted to point out, but didn't really get the chance, was, kind of the movements and attacks for the fishmen that didn't have a weapon or spear was kind of similar to how the patients reacted in the, whatchamacallit, in the, research hall. So it just kind of leads me to believe that they were the end goal for Bergenworth and the Healing Church in general was to kind of get more to what, like, the fishing hamlet is. Because they believe that the fishing hamlet has a closer relationship with the Great Ones.
And then they failed.
They failed so hard.
Fucked up.
A lot of people in this...
Oh no, did you break that thing's shell and it's
Yeah.
like cut off right before the shell would have started?
I think it broke beforehand and it just comes out like that because it,
So it should have like more in the shell, but it's like, nah, it just stops.
because, yeah, there's these things that are on the
Yeah,
shells.
those have more to them.
They have
yeah.
emerged. Or perhaps they're looking for new homes.
They're like hermit crabs. Are these women? They're
Kind of hard to
They
tell.
are.
I mean, it wouldn't surprise me if they were,
They
but
sound like they have women's voices.
Oh,
Hear
that's
a
the
bell.
bell.
The death bell.
So,
Or it just means that, like, you believe in Santa Claus still, I think, right? That you can hear the bell.
angels are getting their wings. Because there's definitely angels in this setting.
I mean, we haven't seen any. But...
I mean, how else do you explain that friend who came and gave Bleak Soul a hug at the end of
this is wow.
You got his pants.
You're slowly stealing all of his clothes. This is actually the dating sim portion of Bloodborne.
Oh, dear.
I thought that was Alfred's quest line.
It's a game of.
Well,
food
it's
duel.
been a while.
Look, Alfred was Bleak Soul's bow. Kevin, on the other
Yeah,
hand.
not Kevin.
Okay, so for the record, I am drawing the line here because the guy that is chasing us is a much worse person than Alfred.
He's just yandere. This is how these things work, okay?
Is it?
I don't see any ships in this game that are not problematic.
Well, okay, that's fair.
Jumped into that.
Don't worry
Yeah.
about it.
You have...
He was so mad. He was like, I'm really mad, but I don't know why, and now you know.
Look, you have a... I understand that you don't want to use a gun, but you have a sword that shoots beams of light.
It's a little slow for the skulls though.
So yeah, we're not even bothering over there, is my
The
game
guy
plan.
is just in a corner. Is he even holding anything?
So,
There was an item, but I don't even know what it is.
what if these fools damp blood gems?
Oh, they're just more of the blood gems that you can put in your weapon.
Look at that big gross hole.
Yeah,
It's gross.
Aren't those gems supposed to be bad though?
I don't even remember. I didn't put them on.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
We're not going there.
We're not
quite
going
yet.
there right yet.
And trust me, once we actually get there, you won't want to be there.
Well, we don't have to play.
Yeah,
So.
I have a Lovecraft story why you might not want to go there.
Well, the video's about to end, so.
Well, then I'll tell it next time!
And we all have the video up, 33 commentary.
Yep. Oh boy, what's next?
Death, probably, if I had to guess.
Cool.
But you don't.
Well.